Welcome to VARINDIA NewsHours. The increasing practice of collecting PAN and Aadhaar numbers at various establishments, including offices, shopping malls, and hotels, raises serious concerns about data privacy and security. Before we deep dive into the risks associated, let us take a look at today's headlines. India prepares for DPDP Act rules rollout. The Indian government is preparing to announce the long-awaited administrative rules that will guide the implementation of the Digital Personal Data Protection Act, which was passed in August 2023. According to media reports, India's IT ministry likely to notify rules before the Maharashtra Assembly elections scheduled for 20th November. A senior government official suggested that only final approval from the Ministry of Home Affairs is pending, but the process is expected to wrap up well before the polls. Indian government intensifies scrutiny on unauthorized PAN data usage. The Indian government is cracking down on unauthorized access to citizens' personal data by Fintech and consumer tech companies. The Union Home Ministry has reportedly ordered a halt to these practices, which involve using PAN data to retrieve personal information like names, addresses, and phone numbers. These unauthorized activities often involved PAN enrichment services used by loan distribution companies to profile customers based on PAN data for targeted credit offers and financial products. BSNL awards Rs 5,000 crore project to RVNL-Led Consortium, a syndicate led by Rail Vikas Nigam Limited, abbreviated as RVNL, along with HFCL Limited and Aerial Telecom Solutions Private Limited, has been announced as the lowest bidder for a project by BSNL. Now, the consortium will undertake the development, upgradation, and operation and maintenance of the middle mile network of BharatNet on a design, build, operate, and maintain model. The contract is awarded by BSNL, is domestic and will span over a period of 3 years for construction and 10 years for maintenance. The total value of the contract stands at approximately Rs 5,800 crore. Bitcoin leaps to record high as traders lean towards Trump victory. Bitcoin surged to a record high and rose 7% to USD 75,060, topping March's peak as market speculation grew around a potential Donald Trump victory in the upcoming election. Traders appear to believe that a Trump win could lead to policies favorable for cryptocurrency, including a lighter regulatory environment and support for alternative financial systems. As the election draws closer, Bitcoin's trajectory could continue to mirror investor sentiment around the outcome. AI helps NVIDIA regain its global leadership. After June, NVIDIA again has replaced Apple, valued at $3.43 trillion at the close of market late on Tuesday. Jensen Huang-led NVIDIA stock rose 2.9% to $139.93, resulting in a market capitalization of $3.43 trillion. The chipmaker now accounts for 7% of the weight of the S&P 500 index. Hopper demand remains strong and the anticipation for Blackwell is incredible. NVIDIA has achieved record revenues as global data centers are in full throttle to modernize the entire computing stack with accelerated computing and Gen AI, said Huang. Welcome back. PAN and Aadhaar cards are essential for identification and verification, but it's crucial to ensure that they are handled responsibly and securely. The risks associated with oversharing personal information include identity theft. This means when we end up sharing personal information with unauthorized individuals, leading to identity theft and fraud. Data breaches. If the collected data is not secured properly, it can be exposed to cyber attacks and data breaches. Privacy violations. Excessive data collection can infringe on individual privacy rights. Thus comes the formation of the Digital Personal Data Protection Act, also known as the DPDP Act. It is designed to protect the privacy of individuals in India. It sets out strict guidelines for data collection, storage, and processing. The Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center, also abbreviated as I4C, is leading an investigation into companies that have been legally accessing personal information through PAN enrichment services. These services, which utilize the Income Tax Department's back-end systems, have allowed unauthorized access to sensitive data such as names, addresses, and phone numbers. The Indian government is intensifying its crackdown on unauthorized access to citizens' personal data by fintech and consumer tech companies. The Union Home Ministry has ordered an immediate halt to these practices, which involve companies using PAN data to access sensitive personal information without the proper authorization. This move is part of a broader effort to safeguard citizens' data privacy and prevent misuse, especially in the growing digital economy where personal data security is increasingly critical. The government's action aims to ensure that companies adhere to stricter compliance standards for handling and processing personal information. By curbing these unauthorized practices, the government seeks to enhance the privacy and security of citizens' personal information in an increasingly digital economy. Although the crackdown may lead to temporary disruptions, industry participants recognize that it will ultimately help standardize data protection practices in preparation for the implementation of the DPDP Act. This enforcement push is viewed as a necessary step towards aligning with the upcoming regulatory framework, fostering a more secure data environment and strengthening consumer trust in digital services. Like we always say, stay alert and stay safe. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to VARINDIA News Magazine. For more news and updates, you can download the VARINDIA app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store. Stay tuned. Thank you.